Those of you who know me know that I love community. I love building communities. I love being part of communities. And this is really what got me where I am today. The reason why I got hired by Canva is because I had created this huge community on Facebook. And therefore, I believe community is really at the center of everything. So today, in this video, I'm going to show you 7 Canva communities that you should join right now on Facebook. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Ronnie. I am your go-to Canva instructor. And if you don't know this channel, this is the place where you can learn all things about Canva. We will teach you to become a better designer, a better business person, or just simply have fun with Canva. All right, so today's topic is Facebook communities. So this is to follow up with recent video that I created showing you 3 people you should follow on Instagram. I'm gonna link to this video right there somewhere in the description or somewhere, but I'm gonna link to that video because a lot of you really liked it and you found a lot of value in following these creators. So following up on this trend, on this series of video of sharing about all the goodness that is being produced in the Canva universe, today I'm gonna show you 7 Canva communities on Facebook that you should join if you're serious about learning Canva and basically learning the Canva ecosystem, all the opportunities that Canva can bring to your life. Right, so without further ado, let's jump into Facebook and I'm going to show you these 7 groups and you can decide whether or not they are for you and join them if you like. The first community I want to talk about is the Canva Design Circle. This is Canva's official Facebook group and community, and also by all means the largest. This one has 122.3 thousand members. I remember when I joined Canva, the Canva Design Circle had, I think, 9,000 members. So it's been a very long way since the team and I started to work on this community and we developed a content strategy. We developed a lot of different things that led to today being the largest Facebook group about Canva on Facebook. All right, so what's interesting about the design circle is that first, it's Canva's official community. So you will have the absolute latest news, you will have the information coming from the source, if you wish. So how do we use these Facebook communities? Well, if you navigate to the top of them, you will see different tabs, right? You'll have the About tab, which is a good place to learn about the rules, right? So every group has some group rules. So you can see first like the members, you can search within the members once you are a member, and you can see the group rules. So I would suggest you read the rules so you don't break them by mistake or just because you weren't aware that there was rule going on. Next, you have the discussion tab, which is the main feed of the group. One thing that you have to know in Facebook groups that you have announcement, and most of the time these announcements will be showing on top of the feed. Not all the announcements, but if the community manager has decided to pin a post, then you will see that post as an announcement first. Continuing with the tabs here on top, you have the guides. So your guides are like little playlists, you see. So these are playlists where the community manager, the people who run the community, can organize the information, different posts that they might have created. So here, Canva has tutorial for small businesses and entrepreneurs. You will have adding depth to your design, creating design inspired by design movements, graphic design basics. So different playlists containing different kinds of topics, mostly educational. So that's pretty interesting. Then you have your announcements. You have the topics. Topics are very interesting because they allow you to quickly go to a certain types of posts because there's so many posts, so many members, like imagine 122,000 members. That is, if I remember correctly, when I was myself the community manager of the Canva Design Circle, more than 30, 40 different posts submitted every day by members of the group. So of course, there is a lot of information and it's interesting to find buckets in which you put this information. So the most popular topic here is called Showing My Design. So this topic is a collection of posts of users who want to show their design. They're just happy to have created something beautiful with Canva. They want to show it to the world, and this is what it looks like. So they just create stuff and show it. So it's a really, really good source of inspiration. Another one, which is very popular, that's the topic number 2, is give me feedback. So give me feedback is similar to showing my design, just that people are actually asking for feedback. They put a design and they just want the community to contribute and to help, like giving their opinion about this specific design, which is something beautiful because there's nothing more valuable for a graphic designer than to receive feedback, not just from one person, but from a huge community of people who are also passionate about Canva and graphic design. So give me feedback is really powerful, and I really encourage you to first go there and check this topic if you want to find inspiration, but also submit your own design so you can also get feedback. All right, what else do we have in the popular topics? Canva questions. So if you have any questions about Canva, this is also very interesting. Need help for a non-Canva question. So sometimes users have a non-Canva related question. They need help, etc., etc. So a really good way to discover one of these community, not just this one, but all of the ones that I'm going to show you today, is to browse directly to the topic section. So you go to the topic tab right there, and then you can find the most popular topic. I believe Facebook will be showing you the most populated topic first. So you know exactly that the first one is probably the most important one. But this is an interesting way of navigating Facebook community. All right, let me go back to discussion. I think I gave you the mechanics of how to navigate Facebook communities, Facebook groups, because these are the same thing. Now, let me get a little bit into the particularities of the design circle. Well, first, you will have new posts every day. Every single day, you will have 50 new entries there. So it's really good to come back again and again. So that's one thing. The second thing I would say about this community and why you should join it, well, it's the largest one. So if you really want to connect with the people, and if you want to make sure that the information you are getting is the right one, the correct one, then you know that is the place because it has the most people, but also it's from Canva, so it's official. The third reason why you should join the design circle is because you can start building your visibility, your reputation there by posting like beautiful Canva design, by showing your art, by showing your craft, and by showing that you master this craft. First, you will get probably like the respect of the other members. You might start finding people who want to follow you in your own community or your own social channels. And just one thing about this, be very generous about how you want to show your art, promote yourself, because self-promotion is against the rules. So you cannot just go there and paste the link to your latest YouTube video or to your Instagram account. You have to do this in a completely different way, let's be honest. The way to really promote yourself and to try to build your personal brand as a Canva designer is to constantly post beautiful design without asking or without pointing to any links in particular. Don't try to be spammy. Try to bring value to the community. So start answering questions if you know the answers. You can browse the questions. You can go to Canva questions, the topic, browse that and start answering questions, posting your beautiful design, and just be a valuable member of the community. That is how you build your personal brand, not by pasting a link to your IG or pasting a link to your latest Facebook or YouTube video. That doesn't work, so don't do that. The admins don't like that. So really, trust me, I've been there. I've been banning people. Don't do that. All right, so that is the Canva Design Circle, the official Canva group, the largest one on Facebook. So by all means, you must be in this one. The second Facebook community you should join today is our community, Diana and Ronnie, the Rondi community. So it's called Learn to Design with Canva. It has 36.6 thousand members, so I believe it's the second largest on Facebook. And this is, well, our community. So if you are a fan of this YouTube channel, you can find some complementary material there. You will find some great discussions. In essence, it's not very different from the Canva Design Circle, so the Canva community, just that it's not an official Canva community, but we are having the same kinds of discussions, posts, And a lot of our members are also members of the design circle. So you'll find a lot of people showing their designs, asking for feedback, but also some job posts, some job offers, people searching for Canva designers, people trying to find clients. So different categories of posts like these. The particularity of Learn to Design with Canva is that it is our community, so we control the content. It is also, just like the Design Circle, a private community. So in order to join, you will have to answer the 3 questions, accept to follow the rules, and then once you're there, you can start interacting with the lovely community here. All right, so moving on to the 3rd Canva community you must join today, and that is Canva Lovers Tips, Tricks, and Troubleshooting. So this one is managed by a good friend of mine who is Sandy Sevilla from Sandy Solutions. Sandy Solutions is Sandy's business in the Philippines. Sandy Sevilla is a Canva certified creative. I have interacted with her a bunch of times. We've created content together, etc., etc. So I know that in the Canva Lovers community, you are in good hands because Sandy is very savvy about Canva, one of the people on this planet that knows most about Canva, how to use it, how to build a business with Canva, because she has actually done that before. So what I love about this group is that it's really like solution oriented, right? Sandy is really hands-on and people come here and just tell her, okay, I have this problem with Canva. How can I find a solution? You see, there's a lot of questions asked and a lot of answers provided as well. So this is really cool. I love the concept of troubleshooting, of coming here with a question and we will help you find the answer. So this is the kind of stuff you can find mostly. I would say that's the one thing that differs from all the other communities, because I would say on Facebook, all the communities have a common core. So the common core is people showing their work, asking questions, etc. But every group has slightly different flavors. The real flavor, the real added value of this one group, Canva Lovers Tips, Tricks, and Troubleshooting, is that you can come with questions and you will find your answers. If we have a brief look at the topics here, we have Canva Updates. This is great. So Canva Updates is keeping you up to date about everything new with Canva. Sandy is doing a great job at that as well. So if you always want to make sure you know about the latest Canva features, the Canva updates, this would be the right place, Canva Updates. Then you have Canva Tips, free templates, Ask, Canva Love, etc., etc. So remember, always go to the topics tab right here. This is the best way to navigate a Facebook group, especially when it becomes really big. So yeah, that is the 3rd community, Canva Lovers Tips, Tricks, and Troubleshooting. All right, guys, I just want to take 1 second here. If you're still with us and if you're liking this content, if you're finding value, please give us a like. This will help us boost the visibility of the channel in general. And if you like the content, if you like the presenter, just subscribe to the channel and you will never miss our tutorials. We have 2 tutorials every week, one by me, one by Diana, and our goal is to make you a better Canva designer. Now, that being said, let's move on to the 4th community that I would like you to join today on Facebook, and that is Design with Canva. Here again, it's a big Canva community. The special flavor here is that it is a community that started by a friend of mine who is also a CCC. His name is Onoa UI, who is from Nigeria. He's a great friend of mine. I talk to him on a weekly basis. And I know he's super passionate about Canva. He really loves Canva. Here's a photo of him here giving a workshop in Lagos, Nigeria, when the Canva team actually traveled there and worked with him to educate. I guess it was a cohort of young social entrepreneurs in Nigeria. So Onoa is really passionate and is really putting a lot of effort into this community. So the flavor here is that it is an African community to start with. He started to build a community in Nigeria. So it has this special influence by, of course, African design. And this is what I love about the community, because it's different in the way that you will find some local artists from Nigeria, but also because it grew so much, now you have not just African audience in this community, but it's a worldwide audience, but it started in Africa. And that's what I love about this community, because it brings us a different perspective on design, on graphic design, and on techniques as well. So what you will see here in terms of the topics, let me quickly browse through them here. So topics, welcome notes, how to. So a lot of how to. Yes, Onowa loves to teach. He's a great teacher as well. He's been featured on Canva's YouTube channel a few times, doing tutorials with me and CCC tutorials. So yeah, he also has a YouTube channel. It's called DWC Academy. If you want to check that out as well, by all means, there's some good stuff there. He also loves to teach about branding, building a brand, building visual identities. He's pretty savvy in this topic as well. So I can see he has a couple of webinars, so longer form content that you can follow here, Canva Mastery 2020. You see this video is 36 minutes, for example. Then there is another one here. He did this a few times. So yeah, by all means, like you can find a lot of great educational stuff on Design with Canva. This one has 21,000 members, so it is also a big community, and again, managed by one of our CCCs, Mr. Onowa himself. So again, you are in good hands. All right, moving on to the 5th Canva community you should join on Facebook today, and that is another Canva official community. This one is called Canva for Freelancers. It is a community run by Canva, actually by our colleagues in Manila. So this is a Filipino community, but it's open to everyone really, but it's managed by our team in Manila. It's of course in English. You might see a little bit of Tagalog sometimes in there because yes, it's managed by our colleagues and friends in Manila. So it's possible that you see a few people commenting in Tagalog. But what I love about this community is, one, it's managed by Canva, and two, it is very oriented for solopreneurs, side hustlers, and freelancers, people trying to start a business with Canva. So it is very practical, it is very tips oriented, and it's the official channel. So yes, let's see a little bit of what's in here in the topics categories. All right, so share your design. So this is a formula that has been working very well in the main Canva community, the Canva Design Circle. So we've reproduced this in this one, share your design. Canva keywords, this is something else that I haven't yet mentioned, but Canva keywords is, you know, how you need to type certain keywords in order to find specific elements or templates in the Canva library. So Canva for Freelancers here has an entire playlist or an entire guide for Canva keywords. So just for this, you should join this community. Look at this, so many posts about how to find the right elements in the library. You'll have a gold mine of things to play with, to experiment, to research, and to find in the Canva library. So really love this about this community. Look at this pixelated art with the pixelated corgi or slice of pizza. How wonderful. I mean, just for this slice of pizza, I would definitely join this community. All right, so moving on. This is Canva for Freelancers, another official Canva community. This is my 5th choice for you in terms of community to join on Facebook, and highly recommend it. It is run by Christine, a colleague of mine, and she's doing an amazing job at keeping everybody happy. This is also a great place to connect with other freelancers, other people who, just like you, might be trying to start a Canva business. So yeah, Canva for Freelancers, that's my 5th choice. All right, moving on. We have 2 more to go. My 6th choice is the Canva Hacks Community. Also managed by a friend of mine who is a CCC. Her name is Rizel. She goes by the name of Coach Riz. So Rizel is sharing here a bunch of tips. So this one is more, tips and tricks oriented. But again, because it has become a large Facebook community, you might find some of the similar users. So some people are members of all sorts of Canva communities. So you'll find a lot of the same content being shared. This is something that will happen when you have a specific niche of people and specific Facebook groups dealing with a similar topic. You will find the same users joining the different communities. And therefore, sometimes remember when I said, like, if you want to build your personal brand, you will have to post consistent value in the group. So you will find people who do that. You'll find people who do that in different ways. One of the people who are doing this, I've observed recently, is this person, Varun. I've seen his post in different Facebook groups, so he's doing a good job at getting this visibility. So that is something to consider. Just be mindful of not being spammy. Don't use links to your social. If people ask you for a tutorial, maybe consider providing a few steps on how to achieve this design, but don't try to redirect them to another place, because for the people who manage a specific community, like in this case, Rizal, or it could be our community or Canva community, there's nothing worse than spotting people who are just trying to come to your community to leverage the eyeballs and then try to get people away from the community. They are trying to redirect people to another community. You have to be mindful that in order to build a 20,000+ member community, it is years of work. Believe me, I've been there. And yes, huge communities are growing really fast. Like the design circle is growing by the thousands every day, but it took years to get there. It took a lot of work to get there. So respect that by all means. Don't try to divert the attention and use these groups as simply like a megaphone to yell like, hey, come join my YouTube channel. It doesn't work like that. So respect that game and be a valuable member. All right, so that is Canva Hacks Community. You will find in the topics a lot of hacks, of course. You will find some Canva updates as well. So these are the main topics I would say that are kind of different a little bit. So this one is mostly about hacks, how to do this, how to do that, how to work around specific features. And then the last community we are going to talk about today is yet another official Canva community. This one is only if you are a teacher. If you are a teacher, we do have this community called Canva Teachers Community. That is for everybody teaching and using Canva. So we have in this group close to 30,000 members, and it's really oriented to education professionals, aka teachers. So in this community, you will learn everything on how to use Canva as a teacher, how to use Canva for the classroom. I have also managed this community a long time ago, so you won't find anything recent of mine in the community, but if you dig deep in the guides, you might find some tutorials I have created last year. But yes, so this is really the particularity of this one. It is designed for teachers, and also it teaches how to use Canva for education. The product Canva for Education, that is Canva's special offer for teachers and students. So yeah, if you're a teacher, I highly recommend this. There's a bunch of webinars, there's a bunch of tips and tricks about the new features, but also really case studies of how to use Canva in the classroom context. Okay, so if you look at the topics, you'll see Canva for Education. So this one is a bunch of tips about how to use Canva in the classroom, and really questions for teachers, webinars, tips, how-tos. We have another topic here called Class Activity Idea. That's pretty interesting because teachers are always trying to find the next idea, the next activity for their class. So again, this is a gold mine of inspiration if you are a teacher, if you are using Canva in the classroom. Just be aware that it is exclusive for teachers, so you will be required to mention the name of the school you work with and demonstrate that you actually are a teacher in order to become a member, because we want to keep it tight and for teachers only, so we don't dilute the purpose of this community. All right, that is it for today. These were my 7 Canva communities that you must join today on Facebook. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, and I will see you in the next video.